What's up, YouTube? This is Nashville Arm Wrestling. I'm Jesse.
And I'm Eric.
And this is Table Talk, Episode 3. So, man, how'd you feel about last night?
It's pretty good. I don't know, man. We got a lot to talk about.
Not kidding, man.
So where should we start?
We'll start with the first match, man. Alan Fisher versus Jamie Sheldon.
So we predicted that one.
Alan 3-0 or 3-1. I think it got blown out of a fish out of water. Like,
I'm going to say age. 63. Had a lot to do with it. I don't know.
I think Jamie Sheldon just improved too much.
Yeah, that too. Just all in one.
What did I say last time, though, man? That he had to be careful with his energy or else he's going to get called out on fouls. And what happened? He got called out on fouls. I think he had something going that last round, but...
But it was... Overall, it's pretty good.
That was a good fight.
Yeah. 3-0, Sheldon. So the next match, Ryan and Alan.
Ryan came out of the gates just furious.
That one, well, first of all, the match when it started, it cut out on me, and then it came back on, and they were still going at it. By the start of it, I was thinking Alan was going to take over on that one, but Ryan put on the bleed later on, and I thought it was match of the night.
Yeah, man, I mean, he just came out there with all kinds of aggression. You know, Alan Guerrero was talking trash to him. I think he cost himself the match. I think maybe if Alan Guerrero hadn't taken so much time to look at Alan and been more focused on the task at hand, he may have been able to pull that match off. But
I think that was his biggest test yet. Like, he was putting in some good effort, Ryan.
Yeah, I mean...
but he also had John in his corner, too. I think that helped, too.
I think Ryan was a little nervous as well. I don't think that he was 100% in the game. I think he was a little hyped up about his first time being on the wall.
But that one was really exciting. I mean, that one got me off my couch.
Yeah, I mean, I love once Ryan got more comfortable in a couple of the later rounds, he started really being a technician like he's known for, and just moving, and then using that side pressure to finish him off.
Yeah,
into the press.
He's definitely becoming a favorite of mine.
Oh yeah, I've always liked Ryan Bowen. He's one of the first reasons I started really like, I was determined to get into arm wrestling, because I started finding his channel, Pound for Pound on YouTube.
So we predicted on that one Ryan, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I picked Ryan 3-0.
3-0.
But I mean 3-1.
Good match. Match of the night, definitely. Yeah. The women's match. This one
kind of upset me.
Yeah.
You know, I think Thea lost a lot of size going into this match compared to how she was a couple of years ago. But Malin came out of there like a beast.
Yeah. She did good. 3-0.
Matt Mask versus Sylvain Perron.
Yeah, we didn't really know what to expect with Sylvain, but
I knew when Sylvain stepped up to the table, I'm like, this isn't going to be a match. I don't know why, because he's huge dude for 5'11", but Matt Mask's hand and arm is just too much for him. And then I sent him a picture of Matt Mask earlier in the day before the show happened, and you could see all the veins and stuff running through Matt Mask's arm. Yeah, it's just pure power.
But yep, too much energy on that one. 3-0 Matt.
So I think Sylvain could have gotten into that match a little bit more. He stopped him just a little bit more further off the pad, because he was holding him there for a second. But maybe, you know, in a few more months or maybe a year, Sylvain, you know, he'll be a good force to reckon with. He is coming off a bicep injury in that arm.
Right, the absence.
Yep. So in the match of the night, main event of the night, I should say, Devin Laird versus Dave Chafee.
Yeah, I guess you could say match of the night. It was entertaining.
No, Ryan Bowen.
Yeah,
Ryan Bowen had the match of the night for sure.
But yeah, this one, Devin did what he had to. Pretty much.
I mean, I called it before anybody else did. I said he has the King's move, and I think that's what we're going to see. And then I was listening to Michael Todd's channel when he was doing predictions. He said almost the exact same thing that I said. I was like, man, this dude's gonna listen to my podcast.
I mean, both those guys were in a King move.
Yeah, in the last round.
Last round.
I think Dave Chafee just didn't know what to do. I don't think Dave Chafee's ever even tried that in practice before because he was sitting on the ground. I think he lost his balance. Devin Leverett just holding him above the pin pad.
But what do you think that does to Dave? Like, he's lost 2 in a row.
Well, he's out of the season.
I mean, you go from here to losing 2. I mean, that's got to be rough. But
well, I think emotionally he knows that, like, the way that the pin pads are and WAL's rules, I think that it's just, that's not how he needs to be pulling. He's better with the traditional table.
I agree.
But we're getting more into that part later. I mean, it was a great night. I loved it. When Ryan Bowen stepped to the table, I was getting hyped. When he lost that first match, I got butterflies. I felt like I was at the table with him, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was like, no!
Yep.
And same thing with Devin Leverett, man. I was just hyped up and ready to go.
I didn't realize the amount of tension there was behind that match.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know some things were said, but recently all the tension that built up, I didn't realize there was that much going into the match. But yeah, it was a good one overall.
I thought it was a good night.
So
WAL 505. Let's start on this man. Yeah, write them down backwards. Adam Wilmot versus Jeff Hale.
I'm gonna go with Jeff because he's top of his game right now.
Yeah, I think that losing that last one to Sam Harris has really put him over the top as far as his training. Mm-hmm. I think he's going to be all in. I know a lot of people don't like Jeff Hale because he has that personality.
Yeah, he's fun to watch, though.
Yeah, I love Jeff Hale. I love that personality he's got. Mm-hmm. Victoria Carlson versus Tatiana Faria.
I think this one's a toss-up. It's going to be a close one. I'm going to go with Victoria on that one. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Victoria Carlson, too. I think she's got some muscle mass on her, and after seeing what she did to, what was her name? Canadian chick.
What was it? Locke.
Yeah, Nancy Locke.
Yep.
Which I love Locke, but Victoria Carlson definitely had the upper hand in that match.
I think she'll get this one.
Yeah, I think she's just got too much of a hook and flop.
Mm-hmm. So next one is Danny Tesh and Quinlan Mendez. Quinlan, he's got the hand strength, but I'm gonna go with Danny.
Yeah, I think Quinlan Mendez does have a lot of hand strength, but Danny Tesh is a beast from down under, man.
And
he
you
is
said
strong.
he beat Devin, so
yeah, he pinned Devin at the Arnold Classic this year. Mind you, it was underneath circumstances that Devin had been pulling all night the night before, all day that day,
still,
and Devin let him go where he wanted to. Devin didn't take him into his power. I think that had Devin pulled him, it wouldn't have been a match, but Danny Tesh did pin him underneath the right side of circumstances, and that's still impressive. Something I'll probably never be able to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with Danny Tesh on this 3-0.
Yep, I agree.
And I think the winner of this one will probably go face Justin Bishop.
Yep, and
Marcelo Barboza versus Ermi Gasparini. I'm going with Gasparini on this one. Dude is strong and has a lot of table knowledge.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good hit too. Haven't seen much of him though, but I know Marcio's strong.
Yeah, Barboza's definitely got the strength, but I mean, as we said before, he's pretty one-dimensional.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
he's like Dave, kinda.
He's going for the top roll, and
so
he doesn't get it.
I'll go with Ermi too, just because of his hit and he's got different angles too.
Yeah, he doesn't stay still.
Mm-hmm.
So then the main event of the match, I've been waiting for this one since the first time I'd seen Jerry Caderet and Todd Hutchings pull.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Caderet and Todd Hutchings.
So I'll let you start off on this one.
It's going to be a war. I think Jerry Caderet's going to be sweating.
On what side of the table?
On his side of the table, I think he's going to be holding Todd Hutchings, but Todd Hutchings isn't going to want to.
You think he's going to have him in a press?
Yeah, he's definitely going to have a flop press. Todd Hutchings went to practice in Kentucky with Wes Bjornsson.
Mm-hmm.
And Wes Bjornsson is a massive dude. He's got a flop press very similar to Jerry's. And it was giving Todd Hutchings problems. Mind you, this was a practice, and Todd Hutchings was just looking to see how it felt. But
I think it's all going to be based off the start.
Yeah.
If Todd gets in there, gets inside quick, gets in the hook, it'll be a match.
I think Todd's going to do the same thing he did with Mask and try to get the strap immediately,
Mm-hmm.
which may not be the best option with Jerry Caderet, but I don't think Todd has the hand size to go another route. Jerry Caderet weighs over 300 pounds. He's like 6'2". Todd Hutchings has a very short arm, but when Jerry Caderet does that press, he's not coming towards his side of the pad. He's coming away,
kind of like
towards,
pushing.
Yeah, towards the other person's side of the pad. So maybe that'll work for Todd Hutchings, and he can find a way to get his hook in there better.
So what are you thinking? Like what numbers?
Oh God, man, I don't want to say, but I would say Jerry Caderet 3-1.
3-1.
Just because I think Todd Hutchings will either be able to hold him until Jerry fouls out.
Here's the thing: both of them have wicked endurance. I think Jerry has more of an advantage on that side, like on the endurance.
Mm-hmm.
But you're going with Jerry. I want to go with Jerry too, but I'm going to go with Todd.
You're going to go with Todd.
Todd. Yep, Todd. I'm going to go 3-1 Todd.
All right. Bet you $10. And a big sniff of awe by Juju Mufu.
I'm not touching that.
A big sniff.
10?
Yeah. All right. So, next thing we're going to talk about is one thing that you want to change about World Arm Wrestling League. This was his idea, and I thought it was a great subject, so I'll let you start.
Well, after watching last night, it came to me the setup. I think it's too easy to get into the strap. So I think it should, get your grip. You can't get your grip. It's automatic ref's grip. You move, you're fouled. I think the strap should only be used when the hands come apart. Because last night, Alan Fisher, I wanted to see him pull so bad outside of the strap.
Yeah.
Just to see what he could do.
And Jamie Sheldon even said, I wanted the strap. There's no way I was going to be able to do it with that hand.
Right. It's pretty much given the guy who's good with the strap the advantage automatically.
Anybody who can use that dragging post style.
Because Alan's got that hand. He can hold on to people without them slipping, But that's one thing I would want to see. But what about you?
I just wish that they changed the pads back to the traditional 7-inch pads. They were trying to reinvent the wheel, and they turned the motherfucker into a triangle. You like that? I've been working on that one all week. It's just that it takes away so much putting that other 2 inches on the back of the pad. Hell, I would like it if they just flipped it around to where the other 2 inches were in the front even. Because then it's more, you can go a lot more inside the whole time.
Might as well just make it a freedom table.
Yeah. But if they just switch the pads back, the King's move isn't going to be as effective. Because you can't drag all the way back. People like Sam Harris won't be able to just drag back and hold people right there. You lose a lot of the outside arm wrestling game, I think, when you use that extra 2 inches on the pad. The 7-inch pad, you had to stand up there more and bang. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That traditional arm wrestling.
Yeah, right.
And with that, I think it moves us into our next subject, the King's move.
King's move.
Now, mind you, we're pretty new to this, like we've said before. And these are just our opinions. So,
But the King's move has also evolved. It's new. I mean,
yeah, it's
been around, move. But it's evolving.
Yeah, more people know about it.
Mm-hmm. So after last night's match, there's a lot of different feedback on, like, is the King's move ruining the sport? Like, what do you think?
I don't think it's ruined the sport at all. I just think it's another evolution. But I do think that, like, the extra 2 inches on the pad, like I said, is giving that move more credit. And the fact that in the WAL, it's easier to get to the straps because you have to have the straps for that move. That move does not work without the straps.
I mean, so what do you think, like, viewers who are new or have never pulled and they see that, like, do you think that steers them away from the sport? Like that?
Well, one of the things about arm wrestling that's so attractive is that everybody has done it, right? Everybody's put their arm up on a bar or a desk at school and arm wrestled. You know, how many people have ever used that King's move where they're arm wrestling? Nobody. I just think it's almost detaching people from being able to watch WAL. But I like it. I mean,
yeah, I mean, it's entertaining.
Yeah.
But if you can do it.
Yeah. If it's great. Within the rules, and it is.
Like you said, with that pad, if the pad was changed, it'd be harder to utilize.
It wouldn't be as effective.
Yeah.
But Monster Todd still beat Dave Chafee several times with the traditional 7-inch pad.
Mm-hmm.
But people like Devin Larry, who's got that extra long arm, they drag all the way back to the back of the pad, like we saw last night, and he was just holding them. And then Dave Chafee was still fouling out in that last round.
But it completely takes away everything. Like, it's just your wrist in the middle center of the table. That's all you got. But
yeah, Devin's wrist was completely broken back last night.
So...
The Lion King. When did you write that down there?
Anyway, Tennessee State.
Tennessee State.
This guy's gonna place.
No, I'm not.
That's the goal.
Tennessee State's coming up on August 17th, 2019. It's going to be Memorial Gym in Lenoir, Tennessee. I'm going. He's going. A couple other guys from Nashville Arm Wrestling are going. It's going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be my second tournament I pulled in.
This will be my third. I've never been to state. I've always wanted to go, so I'm pretty excited about it.
Biggest thing for me is, like, anytime I get into, like, a competitive place, I get kind of nervous. I got stage fright.
Yeah, I'm nervous thinking about it right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I've already done it a few times. I'm still.
Yeah.
Once you get there, it really hits you.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need something to calm me down. Yeah, not awe. That'll hype me up, but when I went to Tri-State in March, I'd only been pulling for a month, and I didn't even know I was going to go to the night before, so I wasn't prepared for it. I knew that I'm going to this a long time ago, so I've been more prepared, so I'm hoping that I'll be more comfortable with going up to the table and pulling with strangers. That's a big thing, because I pull with the same people all the time, and so it's like gripping up somebody new. It kind of, you don't know what to expect.
Right.
You know?
Well, now, I'm also excited because every time I've been to a tournament, I've never had a group of people with me. It's just been myself. And now I've got you guys, you know.
Yeah.
That'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, we've got a support system.
Right.
Now, this time. So what have you been doing to prepare for state?
I mean, besides practicing with you guys, I've been hitting PRs here recently. I'm, just doing bench, deadlifts, curls, some arm exercises, grippers. Grippers I've been doing the most of. But
they're working.
I've been using a little bit of bands too. I think bands are really effective, like, because you can get different angles very easily.
Mm-hmm.
Like, rather than using weights, like, I think you're restricted using weights. Like, the bands really give me a workout. So.
Yeah, I think bands are a great way to go with arm wrestling. But I mean, I like all of it.
Right.
I like all of the training.
Oh, yeah.
I've been doing blocks, just like I've got 2 different workouts, and I go back and forth between all of them. And then I do high rep band work at night, and the grippers all day, pretty much non-stop. And I've been setting PRs every time I come in here, either a rep PR or a weight PR. So, and I definitely notice a difference in my hands and my arms so far. My wrist still has a long way to go. My hands are getting better. Here goes that 13-year-old boy again coming out. But my wrist is definitely going to be like the thing that holds me back for a while, I think, until I can get some pretty serious numbers.
Like, what are you at? Like,
with a 2.5-inch wrist wrench, like coming from the front, I can do 60 pounds now for 5 reps, 5 sets of 5 reps. I think that's what it was. Well, 55 pounds. Yeah.
But you've been increasing 5 pounds each week or 2.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got, after Sunday's practice, I'll hit it again on Monday. Hopefully I won't be too tired. But I'll try to go for 60 pounds that day. We got a big practice on Sunday coming up. A lot of people from all over the state are coming in.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one.
Yeah. If you've been thinking about arm wrestling, come down to the Donaldson Pub on Sunday from 4 to 7. It's right behind the barbecue on Donaldson Pike. Yeah, man, it's going to be a good time at Tennessee State, man. I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Definitely. Yeah.
So what's up with the Lion King, man? When did you write that down on there?
I just wanted to see your reaction. I wanted to see when you would look at it.
Oh.
I wanted to throw you off.
I'll put that on my Instagram. You can go check that out at Nashville Arm Wrestling on Instagram. I was just being silly last night and sent him a little video about my creatine king. Yeah. Well, you got anything else you want to talk about, man?
There was. Wasn't there?
I don't know. You want to take it?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
I'll do it.
I'm gonna get close to the camera and do it.
Oh, that wasn't a good one. Ah! Ah!
Dude, I smell that from here.
Oh my god. Ooh.
That fan just...
Yeah. It about killed Patrick the other day when he hit it. Whew. Alright, man.
Oh.
Ah, yes.
I got it.
Good.
Okay, do you think... How much time we got? Okay. Do you think that everybody has the potential to make it the top level? Or does genetics play a role in that?
Are we talking about in their weight class or overall?
Either.
Because if you've got a smaller wrist and a smaller hand, you can cut weight to like 185 pounds and be okay.
Like if you're dedicated and you do everything you can in this sport, can any individual make it to that top level? I'm not saying like the best. I'm just saying like, you know, you're known for this, like in the sport.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think anybody that has normal functioning arms, even if their wrist is small or their hand is small, as long as everything's good to go, I think that they can be a very well-known arm wrestler if they work hard enough. I think people who work hard without genetics will be better than people who have genetics and don't work hard.
Right. Yeah. I agree with that.
I think working towards a goal will put you ahead further than you thought that you can be ahead, no matter what kind of hand you've been dealt.
Yeah. That's just something I've been thinking about. Like,
what do you think?
I mean, that's that's where I would like to be someday.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I look at Ryan, where he's come from, Bowen.
Right.
And it's like it took him, what, 6, 7 years to
Yeah.
get where he's at now.
Yeah.
I don't know where he was starting, like, compared to us.
Not good.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, I think his first tournament he went in, and he may have gotten everybody, but he was also at the 165-pound class.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah, I don't think it's a walk in the park. I think there's a lot of like dedication and work involved in getting there.
Yeah, I think everybody who's world class now is putting in work.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, John Brzenk.
Like there's an example. Like John Brzenk, I would say genetics, yes, because he was what, 18, 20.
I mean, his dad was an arm wrestler, you know, but he also been pulling since he was very young. He broke his arm at the age of 11 arm wrestling, and you know, those fractures compound. I just think that he put in a lot of work before he was famous, though.
But being at that level at that young of an age and just dominating all the way through, that's impressive.
Absolutely. But, I mean, he grew up in an arm wrestling family. His dad was an arm wrestler. Mm-hmm. You know, he is arm wrestling from a very young age. He put in a lot of work before anybody knew him. Mm-hmm. You know, and we didn't have YouTube back then, so he wasn't posting YouTube videos on how he trains or, you know, his tournaments or anything like that. There's some older footage of him on YouTube, but, you know, it's not as personal as the people that we have, like Michael Todd and Devin Larrett, that post stuff today on how hard they train.
Mm-hmm. Like, so where do you want to be in 5 years? Like, where do you see yourself, like, among?
I would like to be in the 240 class, beating everybody in the state.
In the state? So state is your goal in 5
for
years?
For the next few years, yes.
Yeah. That's where I'm at, too.
And then once I get there, I'll decide if I want to put in the dedication to make it to the nationals. Mm-hmm. So that's a whole different level, you know. Herman Stevens has won nationals multiple times, and he works very hard to be where he's at. Right. And hopefully, you know, I'll stay injury free, and I can continue to progress with the progress I've been making.
Yeah. You got anything else?
No, man, I'm ready to go kick some butt at state.
All right.
Yep. From Nashville Arm Wrestling. We'll see you guys later.